So, in this episode, I'm about to share a bunch of really weird things that have happened to me, okay? In the past year, mind you, this has all happened in the past year except like one of them, and it has not been great. Also, look at my new room. It's the same room, but it's just green. I love it. I love it. So, almost a year ago, no, it's exactly been a year actually, I started running, right? I started running and I was like going into like this habit of becoming a runner and like running every single day, exercising. And it's something that I picked up from the summer, right? I decided to take the running portion of my life back home with me. And so I started running in the street. Now, the street is never safe for you. It's never really a perfect place to run. It's never really a perfect place to do anything. Actually, it's never a place. Because me personally, like, if you don't know, I am a very highly paranoid person. And by paranoid, I mean like I will think someone is out to get me because their car is following my car, or I will think like I'm always on edge, and I try not to be, but I'm always on edge. Like it's just like something like I'm always anxious when I'm in public because I've seen things happen online, and I don't play about this stuff. So I decided to start running, and I run with headphones. I tried running with my dog, but my dog couldn't keep up. He was like, he's dying on the while we're running, and he goes, I can't run. And what's it called? So I had to drop him back home. So I'm running alone, right? I'm running alone, and I know this is about to sound sexist, but I'm a guy, so usually safe, like I know for girls it's not safe, but like for guys, it's like usually it's safe. And then I know it's kind of annoying that it's like that, but I can't really do anything about it. Anyways, I'm running, I'm wearing headphones. I'm just running down the street, right? A car drives by, right? Two people look at me, like they fully turn their head, look at me, and then continue, right? They stop where I'm going to run. So I'm like, not to make everything about me, but that's kind of weird. Like, why are they just stopping in the middle of the street? Like, why are they just stopping there? And I'm just like running, and I'm like, okay, wait, why are they just actually there? So you know what I decided to do? I decided to, do transparency mode, which is basically where you can hear everything from the incoming, like where you can hear your surroundings without having to take off your headphones. So I did that, and let me tell you, I just started running. Okay, they continued, like they circled back onto the street. They fully stopped the car and start barking at me. And I just continue running because what am I supposed to do? I just look and then continue going. And I don't know. They're teenagers. So in my head, it's just like, okay, it's fine. Like they're teenagers. It's blah, blah, blah. It's whatever. Even though it's kind of harassment, but it happens, right? It happened. Second time this happened with the same people. By the way, the same people did the same thing. And I was just like, huh? Like, and then the third time with the same people, they stop where I'm running, okay? Like they see me start running. I don't know why this like friend group or whatever the hell they are want to annoy the hell out of me, but every time I try to run outside in the street, they will stop the car and they will fully, and I'm not even kidding, fully wait until I come next to them, but I never do because I'm paranoid as fuck. Like I'm actually so paranoid to the point where I am not letting anyone like do anything to me. Like I care about my safety and I care about everything, so I'm just not letting anyone next to me. I'm not letting anyone next to me. So I run. I see, like I'm literally running. It's dark, right? It's dark. It's like what, 12 a.m. I like to run at night because no one's usually around, and if I'm running in the morning, kind of embarrassing. But that's because I live somewhere where it's kind of odd to see a person run outside. So I run, and they just stop. Okay, they fully stop somewhere, and I see them stopping. And instead of going down the street where they stopped, I turn around and go right in front of the house. Okay, and then I go inside the house. Like I go inside the house and I peek the door. They drive so slowly to see if I'm still there. They drive so slowly. I'm like, oh, thank God, because I wouldn't have known what would have happened. Probably nothing, but like, you should never not be careful. You know what I mean? Like, never not be careful, because sometimes some crazy stuff might happen. Like sometimes crazy stuff might happen. And this year, when I was walking alone at night in the street, people just like stop by, turn their heads and look at me, and then they continue driving. I'm like, do I know you? Because I couldn't see them, right? Because it's dark. I can't see you. You're in the car. Like the car lights up the outside, not the inside. So I can't really see your face. So I just like like go like this, like side eye, like I side eye them. I'm like, huh. And then I just continue walking. And I don't really remember their faces. I don't really remember how they look like. I don't remember any of it, right? But the car did look familiar. So I go on Snapchat to see if I know the person. I do not. Yeah, the person is not on my Snap map. So this wasn't the person that I thought it was, right? So then I'm like, huh. Why the hell did they take so long to move? Like, why did they have to take a minute to look at me and then continue? Like, what the hell's going on, right? I go back home and I'm like, this is not normal. This is not normal because I'm really like, whether it's a teenager, an old person, or a young person, I will always be paranoid because you don't know what people go through and you don't know what's going on in someone's head and you never know what they're thinking of. So you can never not be careful. Like I am always aware. Like when I go anywhere in public, I make sure the car is locked. I make sure I'm like being aware, I'm being safe. I don't let anyone get too close to me. I don't really talk to people in the street. Like the other day I was walking down the street and I hate walking cities, right? I don't hate them, but I'm not really a big fan of them because I just have a fear not being able to leave whenever I can leave or run away, because like when you're in the street, someone can catch up with you and start to run after you and like start to talk to you. So mind you, day one, right? I'm like walking down the street, this random person stops me, and my dumbass decides, okay, let me talk to them. Let me see what they want. They start talking to me and they start talking and talking and talking and following me. And I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And they continue doing it. And then I just go inside the building because I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Can't help you. I can't do anything. One time before, someone kept knocking on my window a couple of times and would not leave. And they got really angry that I wasn't answering them, but I don't know you. And when I did know what they wanted, I didn't really have the facilities to help them right now. You know what I mean? And it's nothing bad because like I can't really do anything about it, but like I usually get really anxious when this happens because I don't know what a person might do. I've learned from day one, stranger danger. Stranger means danger. Like even like someone like I talk to in passing, I don't trust. Like I have this feeling, when something's about to happen. So I try to like change it and go somewhere else, Like one time I was thinking about a very, very big car crash that was going to happen because I was driving back to go see my friend and I was driving quickly and then a car crash happened. You know what happened? I got into a car crash. Yeah, I did. And it was kind of weird because I had never gotten into a car crash. So it was kind of like this movie type scene where I kind of felt really anxious. And now whenever I do think about car crashes, I start to get really scared and paranoid because I hated it. It's not a fun experience. I do not like it. I don't want to ever do it again. Like, please, I'm unsubscribing from it. Like, please, I do not want to see this thing ever in my life again. I don't want to be in the POV of it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to do anything to do with a car crash because it's not something that I can look at in a positive lens, Because I remember the minute after I got hit by another car, I decided to move. Okay, I have to move because I was on a roundabout. I decided I had to move to the side because I don't want to get hit again because I was really anxious. I get out of the car. The people come out and apologize. I'm like, okay, it's okay. Nothing happened. It's okay. I'm fine. Like, I'm like, nothing is bleeding. Nothing hurts except my head. But like, I'm fine, right? Because I hit my head in the window. But I wasn't concussed. So I was fine. I called my parents, tell them what happened, take a picture for the insurance and whatever, and then go. I continue driving. You know what the first thing I do is grab my phone and start recording. I do this. I usually start to record when I'm usually scared because it's like a comfort for me. So I start recording and I was so annoyed because I didn't have any storage on my phone, right? I didn't have any storage, so it just shuts down. And then I just like start driving. I'm like really scared. I'm like anxious and like I wasn't able to drive normally for like 2 months. 2 months I wasn't able to drive normally. Even when I travel, I get anxious, not as much anymore, but like it's just taking a road trip now is kind of something that I don't like, but I love driving. That's the thing. I do love to drive. And you know what the worst part was when the car crash happened is that I was listening and singing and dancing to music. I was minding my own business. A car in front of me stops. I keep dancing and singing. So I slow down because the car in front of me slows down. This random person decides to hit my back, like from the back. Decides to hit it. And then the car twists. And I hit my head in the window. And I'm like, oh, okay. What do I do? And it's just like this weird feeling. Like in the moment, it feels exactly how you see it. Like it's exactly how you think it would be. It sounds like plastic hitting plastic. The car spins a bit. You hit your head. You think you're about to die. You wake up, your nervous system is kind of like, fuck in a way, but it's not really. So you're just like, oh, okay. And then it's just like, I don't want to drive anymore. Like from that day on, I've not really been a big fan of driving. You know, like I don't listen to music the same way anymore. Like I'm scared to sing and dance. I sang and danced today, which was great, but sometimes I'm scared of it. You know, because I don't want the same thing to happen over and over and over again. Because I had a fear of car crashes. You know, like I had a fear of it. But back to the harassment stuff. Like yeah. What a weird turn of events. That's why you should always be kind to people, by the way, because even though they hit me, the people in the car hit my car, like I was not gonna yell. Like and what am I supposed to do after I yell? Like I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Even though I'm a very easily triggered person to start yelling, I've been more reserved recently and I've been more quiet recently, which is kind of really weird for me because I usually like to talk a lot and I usually like to express how I feel and whatnot. But recently I've just been more of a listener and observer because I've been feeling oppressed in a way. It's kind of weird. Oppressed is a big word, but like mind you, I'm using it lightly here. Another thing was one time I was walking down in the mall, okay, and I had a shirt that said gaslighting isn't real, you're just crazy. Like it's just a normal shirt, like right, I'm wearing the shirt, I'm walking to go get boba, right? I'm getting boba for everyone. Turns out the boba store was closed. So I'm walking back. This random guy, I'm not even kidding, comes right in front of my face, scream, and says, oh, like this. And it's like loud. And like, I'm not paying attention. So, right, he does this. And I'm like, what? And he starts laughing. And I'm like, I go in the car and log the car. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck just happened? I can't believe this happened. I can't believe I'm like feeling all of this and going through all of this and like doing all this madness. Like I was like, I'm never wearing this shirt again. And trust me, I didn't wear the shirt for like 3 months. I did not wear it for 3 months because I was not about to go through the same thing. I was scared of going through the same thing again because I'm not really like into like this whole thing. Like I don't like, it was my first time ever dealing with something like this, you know, like I've never really dealt with people just like being weird towards me or crazy, you know, like I've never really seen it in person. I've only seen it online. So I'm like, okay, online, like it's never gonna happen. Like I don't see like this place, we don't really have this stuff going on. It actually does happen. Like it's happened before, but like I was with my friend, so it was easy to laugh off and it was easy to like do whatever. But like when you're doing it, when you're on your own, it's just kind of like, what the hell is going on, you know? And like I usually don't know what to do in that moment. Like, when am I supposed to punch the person, or am I supposed to just like leave? I tend to leave because I'm not going to like I'm not angry. I'm more scared for my well-being. So I just leave because I don't want to get into anything, you know. And that's why whenever I walk down the street or anything, I'm like really self-aware. Like I don't like walking cities, because the weirdest stuff happens there and there's a bunch of people and I get really overstimulated. And when I get overstimulated, I shut down and I do not pay attention. And there's cars passing every single second, and you have to wait until the car passes and then you pass, and then like all this thing, right? You have to keep paying attention. And I am not the type of person to pay attention when I'm overstimulated. Like I get really, like I just shut down when I'm overstimulated. So it happens quite a lot. You know, like I prefer a car. I prefer a driving city, even though walking cities are nice. I've never lived in a walking city. Maybe it would be nice. I don't know. Like right now I go to a city where it's mostly walk, so I have to park the car and then I have to like walk everywhere. Kind of getting the lay of the land there, but I'm still like, I get really like iffy when I walk alone, you know, because walking alone, there's more risk of something happening to you unless you're with other people. Like when you're with other people, people are not going to approach you, you know? So I try like to be with people when I'm walking alone, especially like somewhere, even though I don't know, getting harassed is weird. Thank God this is only harassment and it's not anything else. I feel so bad for any people, like I don't think what happened to me is actual harassment, but for the people that actually really do get really get harassed, I feel for you. And I sympathize. Is it sympathize or empathize? No, I sympathize with all of your situations because it's not fun, and I don't think it should happen to everyone. I don't think it should happen, period. I really don't understand why people feel the need to go up to people. Like, that's so weird. You know, one of my biggest fears in life is someone, you know, those people who do street interviews? Yeah, that's one of my biggest fears. I get really scared that someone's gonna pop up and be like, can I ask you a question? Or someone's filming me and like they start asking me a question. I am going to turn the other way and run away because I hate it. I don't like it. I don't want to be edited out of context, and trust, if I get edited edited out of context. Just you will be hearing from my lawyer. I don't have a lawyer, but you will be hearing from my lawyer. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in something that I've never asked to be in, you know. I never said those words. I never said anything. And people can twist your words so easily and edit what you say and do, so it like creates a more dramatic and more engaging type reel or TikTok. So I don't want to be in that. I really don't want to be in that because it's just not fun and it's not something that I want to ever be in. I always get scared that I'm going to see one of these three people in the wild. Maybe if it's for a friend, other than that, I'm not doing it. Maybe. It depends if I know the person. If I know the interviewer, I'm going to do it. But if I don't, I'm not doing it. It's not for me. I don't think so. It's like parties, you know, like I haven't been to a party recently, but I was supposed to go to a party, but I never ended up going. I ended up leaving and going back home because let me tell you, I hate being touched by other people, okay? Am I a germaphobe? Some people will say I am. I kind of disagree. I don't think I'm a major germaphobe, but I think I'm fine with certain things. I used to be really bad, but I think I've gotten better. But I don't like people I don't know touching me because I don't know where your hand's been. Like, I don't know where your body's been. I don't know if you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. I don't know if you've just wiped and, like, touch my hand. Like, I don't know that. Like, every time someone touches my hand, I'm like, I feel the need to, like, sanitize it. And I know it kind of sounds really annoying and that I'm like this. But what am I supposed to do? Like, pretend like I'm not like normal. You know, I get sick from shaking another person's hand who is sick, and then I touch my hand and my face because I forget to wash my hands afterwards. And like that's the thing, like I need to be aware of it because I hate getting sick. It's one of my worst experience. I don't like being sick. I don't like it. And every time I'm sick, I like dread it. I feel like I'm dying every single time, and I'm like accepting that I'm dying every single time. Like it's kind of weird. Like I get a cold, and I feel like the world's ending. And every time I'm sick, I go through this monumental change in my life. Like I become a new person. I learn so much about myself because I'm sitting alone and just thinking. I'm like, oh, get me out of bed, get me out of bed. But then I'm like, bro, you're just sick for a couple of days. Like, why are you being so dramatic? You know what I mean? It's just weird. It is weird. Whenever someone just pops up in my face, I actually start to like panic. Like in a weird way. Like in school when that happened, I started panicking. In real life when it happened, I started panicking. And at home when it happened, I started panicking. I just my nervous system just starts to jitter. I'm like, I don't want you here. I don't want to be next to you. Please let me leave. Like, let me run away. Run away. Like, I don't want to be next to you. And I certainly do not want to talk to you or see your face because why are you scaring me like that? You know, why are you making me feel unsafe? And I don't like to be feeling unsafe. I don't like to feel uncomfortable where I'm comfortable. You know, that came out British. But if I'm in my house and someone comes into my house and is making me feel uncomfortable, I don't want you here. Like, I genuinely do not want you here. You are entering my comfort space. Like, I don't want someone that's going to make me feel scared or iffy, you know? It's like when you haven't eaten all day. Like me not eating and me in the sun is just the worst combo ever. Because in the sun, I get really groggy. I'm groggy all the time. You know, I'm like tired all the time. I'm like, okay, I've been saying like too much. I tend to be tired most of the time. Like in college, every single day, I'm like a dead zombie. Like I'm not even kidding. Even if I slept 10 hours, I would look like I want to leave or I want to run away from uni. I don't know why I keep saying run away, but it's this feeling of being tied down to a place that makes me want to run and escape because I don't want to be tied down to anything that I did not choose willingly. You know, like sure, college I did choose willingly, so I'm like okay with it. But like, okay, like most things I did choose willingly, but maybe if I had when I have an expectation of something and then I'm tied down to that thing and it's not the expectation, like it's worse. Okay, maybe that's my fault. Like I'm starting to realize like I'm the kind of the problem here. Like I'm like I don't like being tied down to a place, but then I am the reason I'm tied down to a place. So what am I doing here? It's funny. But anyways, college is starting soon. I'm not really thrilled about it. Like I'm not thrilled. Why am I not thrilled? I'll tell you. First of all, I have to see so many people. The social anxiety in me is not ready for it. Like the other day I went out. No, it was actually yesterday. Yesterday I went and saw so many people I've never met ever in my life, right? It's a whole building of people I've never met in my life. Let me tell you, I was going to, like, my hands were shaking when I left the place. The whole day, my whole body was like in shock because I wasn't expecting all of this. I wasn't expecting anything, but I wasn't expecting seeing this many people and talking to this many people and being like social, and people want to get to know me. And I'm like, I actually don't know if I want you to get to know me. Like, I don't know if I want you to talk to me, right? Am I really annoying for that? Probably. I'm not really an easy person to get to know. It depends if we click or not. If we click, I'll be your friend in 1 second, be your friend. Like, I'll be really close to you really quickly. But if I don't feel like I have the freedom to talk however I want to talk, or talk about certain things or whatever, I'm like dead. And if I don't sleep enough, I'm like dead. And if I haven't had enough coffee, I am dead. So, and all, it's really not a fun time to get to know me. You know, I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm inviting, but some people think I'm inviting. So I don't know. I really don't know what the vibe is. You know, I don't know. I try to think about it. Like, whenever I go out, I'm like really scared people are going to get the impression that I'm really annoying. Because am I annoying? Yes, I am annoying. I've been watching videos of myself that were filmed a long time ago. Like, it was a long, long time ago. Like, maybe I was 4 or 5 and upwards and downwards, right? I have not changed ever since. Like, I've always had something to say. I always argue if I don't like something, and I always have an opinion. Like, I always have an opinion. I'm really annoying. And every time, and even in photos, like, I have so much attitude. Like, where did I get this attitude from? Disney Channel. But mind you, this attitude is what makes me me, right? I don't know. Like, I saw a video where my dad was telling me, you need to start creating creativity. And where does creativity come from? And my first thing was like, my brain. And then my dad continues talking. He's like, and then I switched the subject because I'm like, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I say it with so much sauce, right? I think I say my brain or my head. I'm not really sure what I say, but I say it with so much sauce and attitude that I change the subject. And my dad continues talking in the subject, but I'm like, I'm done. Like, what are you saying? And that's the thing. Whenever someone talks to me that is so slow compared to me, like, I'm sometimes slow compared to other people, but sometimes people are slow to me, and they talk like they don't comprehend what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard for me personally. I feel like I talk awkwardly and I talk really fast, so my brain's not able to catch up, right? Sometimes, not all the time, but when that does happen, people are trying to, like, people start to not be able to catch up with me. And then in reverse, when someone's talking really slowly, I'm like, I am bored. Like, can we switch the subject, please? You know, because I get really tired and I get really irritated and I don't like it. I don't. But honestly, I think I've been code switching a lot. If you didn't know, I'm bilingual. I am bilingual. It's not something like that I use a lot, but the bilingual in me does not work, right? I do not have bilingual abilities. I speak both English and Arabic, right? Which one do you think I'm better at? English. Even though Arabic's the native language here. Am I crazy for not being able to speak my native language? Yeah, I am crazy. Do I get it do I hear it all the time from people? Yeah. Yeah. And do I get the humor? I do not understand it, right? I don't think it's funny. Like, sometimes I just smile. I'm like, like, you know, when you're smiling, but you're not getting out any sounds, or like, like you know that type of thing. Like, you're just smiling and like no sound is coming out. Yeah, that's what I do, because I don't like everyone else is laughing. So I'm like, okay, let me laugh because I don't want to be the only person that's like having a face like I'm like mogging while everyone's like laughing, and I'm like not mogging, but like, you know what I mean, like composed, you know. And I think it's just something that I need to learn how to become better in is express myself in different languages. Do I know how to do that? No, I don't know. I know how to do that, but I really want to learn to. Do I? I don't know if I want to. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of, I was gonna say I don't know. I'm kind of confused because I do not know what my life is. Like, the other day I was in therapy, and for some reason the therapist was telling me such simple advice, right? But it clicked at me. Like, like, I don't know, when I hear it from someone that's professional, I like take the advice. I'm like running with it. She's like, Omar, you can choose the life you want to live. And then in my head, I'm like, I can't choose the life I want to live. I can choose whether to be happy or sad. No, that's something that's crazy, but like, I can't really choose that. But I can choose whether to have a good day or a bad day, even if there's bad circumstances. And she was right. And ever since then, my brain has been mute. Do I think about other stuff? Obviously. But I've just been able to just like calm down. Mind you, therapy was like 2 days ago, but I don't. I'm just annoying. My friend's supposed to be going away abroad, but we were supposed to go out, but the person has not answered the calls. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, am I supposed to go out or not? Like, I don't know. They're going out. They're leaving in 2 days. Like, I really don't know. I really wish I had more life experience, like life moments in my life. Like, I feel like I don't really go out much, like, to experience more life. Like, I want to have crazy stories to say. Like, I want to be able to say, like, my friends were snorting, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so cool. You know, like, I want to be able to say stories like that. I have a story, but I don't think I can say it yet. It's not something like that, obviously. I've never, it's not something of the sorts that I was just explaining. It's just a different type of story that I want to share later. But no, honestly, I was like, oh, okay. I just got an idea for another episode, but my eyes have been twitching recently, and I don't know what it's from, but I've been it's been twitching so much, and I thought it was anxiety, but it's not. I need vitamin B, so I'm getting some vitamin B and chilling. It's like bedtime now. Even though it's like 12 a.m. Ugh, I miss my room so much. I actually love my room so much. Like, I genuinely love my room. Like, I have my paintings up there and I love them. Are they depressing? Yes. Do I need to start painting again? Absolutely. Do I have any artistic capabilities? I don't really think so. I also recently just got the Charlie XCX album in vinyl because I am a vinyl collector, and I kind of have a problem. Like, when someone asks me what vinyl I want, I'm like, give me all of them. Like, give me my whole playlist. I need all of these artists and every single album because I am an album listener. I love to listen to an album. I love to listen to it all day, every day. Like, like today I listened to what's his name, Malcolm Todd, ABBA. I was needing some ABBA in my life. I listened to Audrey Hobart. And what else did I listen to? Phoebe Bridgers' new album. I didn't finish listening to Phoebe Bridgers' new album because I kind of felt like I wanted to kill myself, which is not something I was hoping. And plus, I was driving past a really, really memorable place that reminds me of a person that is not with us anymore. So I was just like, not today, Phoebe. Not today. Not today. I do not want to feel it. I hate when people do impersonations, but I just did it. I've been watching the OC, so that's what I've been watching. I watched Sterling Point, by the way. I loved it. The acting is great. The main character, Annie, looks exactly like Anne Hathaway. She's really pretty. Honestly, all the women in there were really pretty. Like, I was like, wow. And all their acting skills were amazing. I've never seen actors act so well in a show that's like not really known, because usually it's like really cringy. It wasn't cringy at all. Actually, wasn't really cringy, and I loved it. And I wish we had more episodes of it. I also recently watched the Adults prequel, because Adults one of my favorite shows. I really like it. I don't. I'm a big fan of all the people in it. I've also watched I Love LA, which Rachel Sennett has a piece of my heart. Let me tell you, Rachel Sennett put me on to so much, and I recently started discovering her this year. Why did I discover her this year? I honestly don't know, but I think the first thing I saw her in was The Idol, which I kind of I disassociated watching The Idol because I was scared from The Weeknd. Like, I don't see The Weeknd the same anymore. After 3 years, has it been 3 years? I'm not really sure. But after a couple of years of time away from The Weeknd, I can now see him as a normal person. But oh my God, in the Idol, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the hell's going on right now? Like, what the hell's going on? I was so confused because it was just not something I loved, you know. But Lily Rose Depp, insane actress, by the way, insane. I was really impressed by her acting because it was my first impression of her too. What does this have to do with Rachel Sennett? Right. So I saw her in that, and then I watched Bodies, which great movie, one of my favorite movies. And then I watched that one movie with the two lesbians. What is it called? But it has Rachel Sennett and Ayo. What's her name? Ayo, something with an A. Anyways, I don't remember her name, but I like her too. She's in The Bear. Haven't watched The Bear. I want to watch it, but I have so many things I want to watch right now. I'm watching the OC, so I like one thing at a time. But I love you so much, and yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't know why I gave you the middle finger. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Love you. Bye.